Hello everyone and welcome to the channel ChessQuest777. Now I will show you the game between Chigorin and Alapin played back in 1885. So e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6. This move determines the name of the opening, the two-knight defense. After d4, white adds pressure to the center, which forces to surrender the center. He takes d4. And white castle. This move shows adherence to the principle of rapid development. Black decides to take on e4, knight e4, and momentarily black has two extra pawns. But after rook e1, which puts the rook on the open e-file and playing with the tempo, at the same time pinning this knight. Black played d5, and black was hoping for this move, because after d5 this pawn is simultaneously covering knight on e4 and attacking enemy bishop on c4. But white notices that it's possible to sacrifice on d5. Bishop takes d5, and after queen takes d5, knight c3 win back the piece on e4. So queen c4, rook takes e4, bishop e6 covers the king. So and now, instead of immediately taking knight d4, which could leave the game complicated, white decides to prevent black from castling longside with the move bishop g5, and after bishop c5, which is natural development move, white decides to regroup their pieces with knight d2. With the tempo and queen runs away to a6. Now white put their knight on b3 using hanging placement of the black bishop, and bishop b6, now knight d5. After knight d5, putting the pressure to the position, and at the same time treats to play knight c5, trying to distract black bishop from protecting c7 pawn, which could be crucial. But in this position, black decides to finish their development. It looks like black happily finished their development, but unfortunately this move is decisive mistake. So now we can stop the video and try to find solution for white. So white played brilliant knight f6, and in this situation black decides to resign. The reason behind the resignation is the following lines. So after g takes f6, let's say black just accepts this sacrifice, bishop f6 returning to play rook g4, so black is forced to make some escape square for king with rook d8, and white continues attacking with queen h5. Returning queen h6. Now king f8, and at this moment queen h6 would not be the best choice, because it would give some chances for black. But instead of queen h6, it's possible to play rook e1. Actually, black king could not escape to e8, because f7 pawn is pinned and it's possible to take this bishop. But let's say queen c4, and now white can just simply take on h7, threatening checkmate in 1, which forced to play king e8, and now sacrificing trade f takes e6 and rook e4 with a irresistible treat rook g4 and rook g8 checkmate. So that's one of possible lines. And after knight f6, let's say black would reject this sacrifice and place king h8. After queen h5, if bishop f5, trying to cover h7 square, if immediately h6, then just simply takes bishop h6, if g takes f6, or here is just checkmate. If takes to f6, then bishop g5 and queen h6 here and checkmate, and the game will be over. So that's the line after king h8 and h6, but instead black could play bishop f5, but then again h4, refreshing the threat of taking h7 pawn with checkmate. But after h6, just sacrificing this bishop on h6 and crushing the pawn structure of the king. So g takes h6, takes here and checkmate queen h7. That's another possible line. So that's why black decides to resign. And that's the game. As you can see, white's aggressive development and tactical awareness secured a decisive victory after black's unfortunate castling. This game is a perfect example of how important it is to pay attention to your opponent's threats and to avoid automatic moves that can lead to disaster. If you enjoyed this analysis, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.